Joanne Black is America's leading authority on referral selling. She's written 2 books, No More Cold Calling, The Breakthrough System That Will Leave Your Competition in the Dust, and her newest book, Pick Up the Damn Phone. How people, not technology, seal the deal. Please welcome Joanne.
No one should ever have to cold call. That means you're talking to someone who doesn't know you and doesn't expect to hear from you. It's cold, ice cold, like an ice cube down your back. And it doesn't matter if it's the phone, whether you're on social media, sending an email, or that old-fashioned knock on the door. If the person doesn't know you and doesn't expect to hear from you, it's ice cold. Now think about the opposite. When you receive a referral, you're introduced to the person you want to meet by someone they know and trust. You go from the contact to the conversation in the one-call meeting. That's what happens with a referral. Your sales process collapses because you miss that really uncomfortable first date. Also, you have something very special that happens that's not frequently talked about. You have an implied friendship, a connection, a relationship already. So now I'd like you to think about a time when you were introduced to the person you wanted to meet. What percent of the time when you got that introduction did that prospect become a client? The groundswell was at 70%. Unheard of. A 70% conversion rate from prospect to client. There is no other sales or marketing strategy that comes even close to results like these. Why is this important? It's important because referral selling addresses the biggest challenges that sales teams face. Getting those qualified leads, more than 53% in the survey CSO Insights did, said that was their biggest challenge. They also said differentiating from the competition and a long sales process. Here's what it takes. That referral selling must be #1 outbound strategy. Referrals must be part of our sales process. They become the way we work. We need to create metrics because anything worth doing is not worth doing unless we measure it. Referral selling is a skill. It's a behavior change. And like any skill, it needs to be learned, practiced, coached, and reinforced. And accountability. Because without accountability, none of this works. Here's what people have told me. They'll say, well, Joanne, I can't ask because I'm intruding on a relationship, or it's really pushy and arrogant, and I'm not that kind of salesperson. So they don't ask. They'll also say, oh, I forgot to ask. Well, no, they didn't forget. They just chose not to remember. There's a difference. And then people have said to me, well, Joanne, if I have to ask, it must mean my business isn't doing so well. Because after all, if I were really successful, I wouldn't have to ask, would I? But the biggest fear is that people will say no. You see, referral selling is the most personal kind of selling we can do. We put our reputation on the line when we ask, and we have this fear, rightfully or wrongfully, that they'll say no, so we don't ask. We don't, because we're actually asking for help, and that's not really cool in our society. So how are you going to do this for you and your team? Well, you're going to look at your current clients. Make a list of all of your clients, current and recent, everyone in the buying process. And then organize them by the people you know best at the top, because that's where the relationships are. Don't discount anyone. You will be amazed. Begin with the relationship. Referral selling is your biggest competitive differentiation. So how many of you in this room are ready to commit to referral selling? Hell yeah. Whoa, look at that. Even if you didn't raise your hand and think about it, I know you're thinking about it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to pick up the damn phone, make calls, ask for referrals, have amazing conversations. Just go for it. Thank you.